Ever wondered how to ensure your Kubernetes deployments are secure? Well, let's dive into the world of Kubernetes and Kubescape. Kubernetes, as many of you know, is an open-source platform designed to automate deploying, scaling, and operating application containers. It's like the conductor of a vast, intricate orchestra, ensuring every instrument plays in harmony. But with great power comes great responsibility, and ensuring the security of your Kubernetes deployments is paramount. That's where Kubescape comes into play. Kubescape is a tool designed to help you test if your Kubernetes deployments are following best practices. It's your safety net, making sure that your Kubernetes orchestra isn't hitting any sour notes. Kubescape is your eyes and ears, alerting you to any potential security breaches and ensuring that your deployments are running as safely and efficiently as possible. But you might be wondering, so what exactly is Kubescape? Stick around to find out. Kubescape, in essence, is your Kubernetes security guard. Just as security personnel are responsible for ensuring safety, Kubescape takes on the task of safeguarding your Kubernetes deployments. But how does it do this, you might ask? Well, let's dive in and find out. Kubescape is a tool designed to test Kubernetes deployments against the most common security attacks. Imagine it as a detective, always on the lookout for potential threats and vulnerabilities. It's like having a 24/7 surveillance system for your Kubernetes environment, continuously monitoring and assessing the security posture of your deployments. But what sets Kubescape apart from other security testing tools? The answer lies in its source of guidance for tests. Kubescape doesn't rely on arbitrary standards. Instead, it uses the Kubernetes hardening guidance released by the National Security Agency, NSA, and the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency, CISA, as its benchmark. This means that the tests Kubescape performs are based on expert and authoritative security recommendations. In the world of tech, the term open source is almost synonymous with community-driven and transparent. Kubescape is no exception. Being open source means that anyone can contribute to its development, making it a tool that is continuously evolving and improving with the collective intelligence of the Kubernetes community. This also means that you can peek under the hood and see exactly how Kubescape works, providing a level of transparency that's hard to find in other tools. So, we've established that Kubescape is a security testing tool for Kubernetes deployments. It uses authoritative hardening guidance for its tests, and it's open source. But what does this mean for you? It means that with Kubescape, you have a robust, community-driven tool at your disposal that can help you secure your Kubernetes deployments against the most common attacks. Now that you know what Kubescape is, you might be wondering how to use it. Well, you're in luck. Stay tuned as we delve into the installation and setup of Kubescape in our next segment. Setting up Kubescape is as easy as pie. Let's dive in and get this tool up and running. Now, the first thing you need to do is download the necessary files. You can find them on the official Kubescape GitHub repository. Look for the latest release and download the binary that matches your operating system. Next, once you have the file, you need to install it. If you're using Linux or macOS, you can do this from your terminal. Simply navigate to the directory where you downloaded the file and use the chmod command to make it executable. Here's how you do it. Type chmod plus X, followed by the name of the file, and press enter. For those using Windows, you'll need to use PowerShell. Navigate to the directory where you have your downloaded file and use the install ps1 command to install Kubescape. Now, with the installation complete, it's time for the initial setup. This is where you tell Kubescape what to look for when it's testing your Kubernetes deployments. To do this, you'll need to create a configuration file. This file will contain the rules that Kubescape will follow. You can create this file in any text editor. Just make sure to save it with a YML extension. The contents of this file will depend on your specific needs, but generally, it should include rules for things like resource limits, security contexts, and network policies. If you're not sure what to include, don't worry. Kubescape comes with a default set of rules that you can use as a starting point. Once you have your configuration file ready, you can tell Kubescape to use it by running the Kubescape scan framework command in your terminal or PowerShell, followed by the path to your configuration file. And there you have it. With these steps, you've successfully installed and set up Kubescape. It might seem like a lot at first, but once you get the hang of it, you'll see how straightforward it is. And remember, the time you invest in setting up Kubescape now will pay off later when you're able to catch and fix potential issues in your Kubernetes deployments before they become major problems. With Kubescape set up, you're ready to start testing your Kubernetes deployments. Testing with Kubescape is straightforward and highly effective. It's time to put this tool to work on your Kubernetes deployments. First, you'll need to run the scan command. This command is as simple as typing kubescape scan run in your terminal. Kubescape will then perform a comprehensive check of your Kubernetes deployments against known industry benchmarks. Once the scan is complete, Kubescape presents the results in a clear and easy-to-understand format. It flags any areas where your deployment does not meet the established standards. The output includes a list of failed rules, the resources that broke these rules, and a description of what each rule means. It's like having a personal Kubernetes consultant right at your fingertips. Interpreting the results is equally straightforward. Kubescape categorizes issues based on their severity, providing you with a clear idea of where to focus your attention first. It's not just about pointing out problems, though. Kubescape also offers actionable advice on how to improve your deployment's security posture. For example, if Kubescape identifies a container running as root, it will suggest you change the configuration to run as a non-privileged user. This proactive approach ensures you're not just identifying problems, but you're also taking steps to resolve them, enhancing the overall security of your Kubernetes deployments. And there you have it. You're now equipped to use Kubescape for securing your Kubernetes deployments. With Kubescape, you're not just testing, you're taking charge of your Kubernetes security. So what have we learned about Kubescape? Well, it's a game changer in ensuring Kubernetes deployment security, using NSA and CISA guidance to keep your clusters safe. It's not just about security, but also simplicity. Kubescape is incredibly user-friendly, making it easier to identify and rectify any security weaknesses. It's like having a personal security consultant right at your fingertips. Remember, a secure Kubernetes deployment is a successful Kubernetes deployment. Secure yours today with Kubescape.